Kieran, thanks for talking to us. Another 3 points under lights. How do you assess it?
Yeah, good night. Difficult game. Similarities to last year in terms of they came and defended en masse, made it difficult to break down. And in those nights, you need to be patient. You need to keep doing the right things. You have to find the balance between being aggressive and also being patient and keeping your composure. And I thought we managed to do that really well. We wore them down eventually. The crowd were really good after say. I thought they stayed with it. They understood the context of the game. They understood what Cambridge were looking for, and I thought everybody in the stadium stayed calm, kept pushing forward, kept the momentum, and eventually you just need that first goal, and you keep doing the right things, keep getting the bodies in the right area, and you get that. And obviously once we got the first goal, it was comfortable from there. So really good night, good development, and good growth for us as a team.
When you talk about, use words like composure and balance, what is the balance between asking the lads to stay patient but also injecting that energy and forcing that upon Cambridge? How do you apply that in the game?
Yes, it's a lot of it is decisions. It's decisions on the ball. Is it a time to put it into the box with maybe a deep cross or an early cross, even though they've got bodies there, and hope that you can force it in or pick up the second ball? Mm-hmm. Or is it time to recognise that, okay, they're standing waiting for the cross, it's time to come back out, and if we have to come back to the halfway line to pull them out, then that's what we have to do. So it's about individual decisions. Of course, it's about tactical things, how many bodies we commit forward as adverse to how many we keep behind the ball to suck them out. And I thought our positioning was good and we were clever. We tried to entice them out and open up some spaces on the sides, and we generally done that well and got rewarded with it for the first goal. And I thought it was again a really good lesson for us and good development as a team, because them games are not easy. Probably it's easy to look at on paper and think, we will win the game, but when a team comes and gives you that much respect in terms of how many bodies they defended the frame of their goal with, it's going to be a hard night, and you're going to have to really work hard to get the first goal especially.
There was a couple of changes from the weekend, Don Ball and Freddie Ladapo coming in. How did you think they got on in terms of their involvement in the match? Really
good. I thought Dominic for his first league minutes was very good. Took the ball, played between lines, broke lines continually all night, stopped counter-attacks, and really good 60 minutes for him. I thought Freddie was excellent. We just spoke about it in the dressing room. Sometimes from the outside you can judge forwards on their goals, but on Saturday Tyrese plays up front, does, in my opinion, terrific for 65 minutes, works the centre-halves really hard. Could have scored, but a really good all-round performance. And then Freddie comes on, gets the goal, gets the plaudits. And then tonight, I thought Freddie's counter pressure was fantastic. I thought he led the line. His back tackling, his counter pressure, his presence to play off, his pressing. I thought his all-round game was excellent. And of course, then he doesn't get the goal, but the other forwards come on and they get the reward late in the game. Which, when teams defend against us with a lot of bodies, it's often that late in the game is maybe when the chances and the goals are going to come. So great impact from the boys who came in, great impact from the subs. Kyle Edwards, of course, coming on with another really good impact. So a good night for us as a squad, and a really good understanding of the boys that it's not about who starts the game, because sometimes the finishers are just as important as the starters. It's about the squad and everyone contributing.
Before we get on to Carl and Tyrese's impact, just highlighting there on Freddie, when you've got that counter pressure, what does that do for the rest of the team? How important is that in a striker? How does that benefit the rest of the group?
Yeah, well, the other team can't get out. So, and that was really the story of the first 70 minutes until we got the goal. They couldn't get out because we had bodies high, and every time we lost the ball, the pressure was coming from every angle. Of course, you want your back line to be compressed up and be close to the attack so that they can push from one side. And the midfielders, of course, but having the pressure from behind, where they close from behind on the back of the midfielders and back of the centre halves as they're trying to pick out a pass, is massive, because in the end you force turnovers, you force clearances up to an isolated striker, and the momentum grows and grows, and you get your reward late in the game. So I thought in that particular aspect tonight, I thought Freddie was excellent and give us a really good platform to dominate the game.
And then, of course, a superb impact from the substitutes, and that's something that's been highlighted in multiple press conferences or post-match interviews this season, isn't it? What did you think of the impact that lads made?
Very good. Obviously the scoreline says it anyway. But yeah, Tyrese I had that chat with him today. I said, look, Saturday I thought was a real step up for him in different aspects, a really big game in his career. Physically, I thought he went to a really high level for us on Saturday, and he's got lots more still to come. But tonight might be the night you get your goal, because you didn't get it on Saturday, but tonight coming off the bench for 30 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever it might be your night. And the same for Kyle, you know, it's such a good impact on Saturday. In one position for 15 minutes or 20 minutes, whatever it was. I knew tonight he was probably going to come on in around the 60-minute mark, and it was a chance for him again to, you know, come on when the defences are tired, and it's certainly something you wouldn't look forward to as an opposition defender when he's coming on the pitch with the form and the confidence that he's starting to show. And of course, as I've said, it all comes from work on the training ground, and the boys who aren't playing have to work really, really hard to stay in condition and to make an impression, and Kyle's been doing that since pre-season, but especially in the last couple of weeks there's been a ramp up, I feel, and the group feels, and Kai feels, and it's great to see him carrying that onto the pitch.
So nice for everyone as well, because he's such an infectious character just around the club, around the training ground, isn't he? So it might not always necessarily look like that, but you've highlighted just how hard he's worked for this.
Yeah, look, people of course don't see that.
Yeah.
You know, they don't see the players who aren't getting on the pitch, what they're contributing to the group and what they're offering. But you know, there's lots of people behind the scenes doing that. Obviously the staff, but you know, Vaz, I could say, every day training well, contributing well. Has had to wait for his EFL games at the moment because of Christian's form, but is been fantastic. Kane Vincent-Young hasn't got too many minutes on the pitch in the last couple of games, but every time he comes on makes an impact and has been really good. And of course Richard Keogh has you know, been fantastic for us, and others, it goes without saying, have been doing the same as well. So yeah, people don't always see what's going on behind the scenes, of course, but yeah. I've said it all along, how you contribute to the squad, what energy you bring on a daily basis, how you come in and try and improve yourself even when you're not playing, is a massive part of our culture. And it's nothing better than when you see lads getting the rewards for the right behaviours.